All right, so digital awareness, as we know, is something that we need to not only be educated ourselves on, but educate our students on as well. So, digital footprints, by definition, is one's unique set of digital activities, actions, and communications that leave a data trace on the internet or on a computer or other digital device and can identify the particular user or device. Um, with that said, I believe that that is any sort of activity that one participates in on the internet, and it all adds up and creates your footprint, or in other words, your digital identity. Um, it's how you appear to others, whether it was intentionally or unintentionally meant to leave that trace. It's always going to be there. So I'm a visual person, so this picture here kind of just really puts it into perspective how we may not think that certain things we're doing are affecting us, but it really is, such as Facebook posts, what you purchase on eBay, music you download, or whatever. So it can really be anything on the internet that is contributing to our digital footprint. And oftentimes we access these things mindlessly, but they really are adding up. With that said, digital citizenship can be formally defined as the quality of an individual's response to membership in a community. It consists of self knowledge, interaction, and intimate knowledge of a place, its people, and its cultural history. Uh, Simply put, it's the norms of appropriate use of the technology that we are given. Um, there are 9 common elements of digital citizenship, and as an educator, we can teach our students to use these as appropriately as possible. So, with that said, for digital access, schools can work to provide technology opportunities for all students within the schools, and they will possibly be able to provide technology in and out of school for students, such as like a checkout system, if there's homework that they need to be working on or whatever. Next is digital commerce. So teachers can teach the students to be informed consumers by how they safely purchase items online, and to make sure that they research what they want to purchase and what the safe sites are that they can do so from. Next is digital communication. Uh, Students and teachers use digital communication devices when they will not interrupt what is going on in the school or classroom. Digital communication technologies such as social networking sites are used to support student activities in the classroom, such as sharing ideas or writing with others, not as a distraction. And teachers can use blogs or different apps to communicate with the parents to inform them of what is going on within the classroom. Digital literacy, students can take online courses, or like we're doing, part online, part face to face, that are designed to keep them interested in the material. And teachers will use digital technologies in new and innovative ways, such as creating content for the web that can be accessed by students away from the classroom. Next, teachers should also inform students of digital etiquette. So students work with their teachers to understand what information can be shared from their cell phones or netbooks and when it is appropriate to do so. Um, Also, when communicating in a chat room, users learn the rules of group before becoming involved in the conversation. They're not just mindlessly entering, they know what they are doing. Um, Digital law students will understand what can be downloaded without charge and what is considered copyrighted material and what should be paid for. Also, plagiarism issues within the classroom could be found under that. Next is digital rights and responsibilities. Students cite websites or other digital media sources when using information for class projects. Um, Educators inform students of their rights when using digital technologies, but also instruct them in their responsibilities. Digital health and wellness is next, and that can include technology. Leaders learn how to promote health and wellness with technology, and teachers model digital safety in their classroom and expect their students to do the same. And lastly, for digital security, users take the time to make sure their virus protection and firewalls are properly updated and configured to protect personal information. Teachers and parents talk to students about the dangers of providing information to anyone over the internet. And that list was found in a little article that this guy had written, and I thought it was really interesting because he talked about like the appropriate and inappropriate uses and like how we can work to integrate these in our classroom to the best of our ability. Next, I am again a picture person, so all of these are just different words that you could use to describe digital citizenship. I think one of the biggest ones is like the responsibility and safety of it. So reflection, how do digital footprints impact my career and learners' futures? So basically, digital footprints are something that will follow us around forever, whether we intentionally mean for them or not. It can affect employment at different schools in a good or bad way, depending on what kind of digital citizen you are. You never really know who will see what, so it's better to stop and think whether something is positive or negative before posting it. And as we saw, there are many examples where teachers have been fired or students have been uh, not expelled, but like suspended from a sports game or lost their scholarship based on things they posted on the internet. So basically, if we educate our students properly, hopefully they'll be able to start building a positive footprint. Next, what is my role as a digital citizen, as an educator? Basically, as an educator, it is important to reflect good digital citizenship in your life as you are acting as a model for your students. Be aware of what you are doing. If your bosses can find the information, students can easily find it, and you want to reflect positive citizenship to them as you are their role models. You don't want them to have a bad image of you. Um, it's also educating the students on what digital footprints are and what being a good digital citizen is like. They need to be aware of the implications as our world is becoming more and more centered around technology. And it's not only modeling these things and educating them, but it's being aware of the students in your classroom. This is deciding what technology is appropriate for the age, and if you have students with special needs or who has access at home to technology. So being aware of not signing homework if you don't have like a checkout system. And also, I guess, communicating with the parents and other teachers so they're aware of what is going on and so they can practice the same things and make sure that their students or their child is practicing good digital citizenship at home. Um, Ethical implications, I think the big ones are the safety and privacy, so understanding the risks that come with the internet and different technology tools and the dangers that can arise from improper use of technology. Um, Also, as a teacher, don't do anything to jeopardize your students' privacy, so don't post anything on the internet without permission or just being aware of your students. Also, understanding the legal implications of the internet, which we already talked about, so understanding copyright laws and plagiarism. I also think it's increasingly important to educate the students about cyberbullying. Not everyone over the internet is going to be positive, uh, which is sad, but it's what the world is today. And lastly, teaching the students responsibility. So not only being responsible for the device they're using, but how they use it and what they are doing on it. So after the research I did, it is clear that especially in today's world, students need to be educated on the digital world. They need to understand how to use technology safely. As an educator, It will make me more aware of teaching these issues to students, but also make me more aware of what I am doing online.